Welcome to Review Nation, and today we are reviewing the iconic classic album Master of Puppets by none other than the American thrash metal heavy metal band Metallica. Now, Master of Puppets was their third studio album, so Metallica definitely changed up the sound throughout this album and they experimented. This album was a mainstream success for Metallica. This got some really good praises as well by the critics. This album is known as one of the best heavy metal albums of all time, but is it one of my best heavy metal albums of all time? This album was released in 1986 by Elektra Records. Cliff Burton, this was his last album before he tragically died. So let's go track by track. So the album kicks off with Battery. James Hetfield's vocals are just really good in this, very dynamic in range, but incorporates those aggressive vocals throughout this song. I really love the acoustic clean guitar intro that really builds up, similar to the start of Ride the Lightning. This is a slow start and it's quite a long song as well. I really love how prominent Cliff Burton's bass is throughout the song, and not to mention Lars' drum fills throughout this song are just really good. Incorporate different time signatures throughout the song, which you can't help but enjoy. Battery! I love when he sings that. I love when he says battery throughout this song. You get an awesome guitar solo. A really fast guitar solo as well by Kirk Hammett. Just overall, a magnificent song to kick off Metallica's Master of Puppets. Okay, so the next song is Master of Puppets. I don't really need to explain to you what Master of Puppets' song is, because basically every fucking person knows what Master of Puppets is. This is a fantastic song, not to mention it's harmonically rich and strikingly brilliant. This song is stunning. I just love the head-banging moments throughout the song, not to mention the chorus. The chorus is very memorable and it's melodic as anything. There are certain thrashy elements, but also throughout the middle part you get a really nice clean section with the clean guitars that leads on to that solo. Get the build up, the thumping build up throughout the song with the drums and collective snare rolls. This song is catchy, it's cerebral, but yet this song is very playful. I love how this song just sprawls in its time length and it doesn't feel like a 7 to 8 minute song. The lyrics overall in this album really focus on life itself, how emotionally rich this protagonist is, and maybe this is talking about drugs or something like that. But I love the overall concept of Master of Puppets. But again, it's a very stunning and stylish song by Metallica. You get a really nice, awesome guitar solo in Master of Puppets. I love the bridge part as the intense drumming by Lars. And not to mention those meaty guitar riffs. The next song is The Thing That Should Not Be. This is a very melodic song. I love that guitar riff. Now that guitar riff has a really doomy element. And how do I know that these guys have been inspired by Black Sabbath? It's definitely that guitar riff. That guitar riff is just out of this world. It really is. Now it sounds like something out of Megalomania by Black Sabbath. I love the overall chord progression throughout this song. This does sound like a Black Sabbath song, especially instrumentals. Metallica definitely changed things up. Catchy riff, an awesome melody. Hetfield's vocals are just fantastic. Some would say, and I got a feeling that some would say this is quite repetitive with the same repetitive guitar riffs, but my god, it gets stuck in your head, this riff. It really does. One of the best songs off the album. Okay, so the next song is Welcome Home Sanitarium. This is a crescendo song. You could say this is a ballad song, but it's still quite a heavy ballad. Like, Hetfield's vocals are really clean throughout the song, and I just really love the intro. The intro climax to that chorus, and that chorus is fantastic, especially when it says Sanitarium. I just love that melody throughout Hetfield's vocals. Some really nice chord progression and really nice drum work by Lars throughout this song. Not only that, Cliff Burton's bass is very prominent. There's a lot of emotion conveyed throughout this song as well. What is one of my favorite songs of the album is Disposable Heroes.
Back to the front, you will do what I say when I say back to the front.
Amazing song, definitely talking about war. Back to the front. I love that chorus, I really do. Sanitarium just bleeds onto Disposable Heroes. It's a very hard-hitting song by Metallica, and it's one of the heaviest songs off the album. I love the thrashy verses, the choruses are memorable, it's melodic as fuck. This song just builds up to that awesome guitar solo. Again, some would say this is a repetitive song, but it's a repetitive song done right. It gets stuck in your head, back to the front. I love that, I really do. Alright, so then we leave on to one of the weakest songs off the album. Now this is just a personal opinion. Leper Messiah is the weakest song off the album. This song I can never get into. It's still okay, it's still a good song. It's got a really catchy riff as well. I do like the gang chant vocals throughout this song, but it's just that the chorus isn't as melodic as the other choruses we've had throughout this album. I still really enjoy Leper Messiah, I really do, and it builds up to a really good solo. In my opinion, it's the weakest song off the album. You can disagree all you want. I just couldn't really get into Leper Messiah. Orion is an instrumental, and that guitar riff throughout this song is just absolutely magnificent. I just love how passionate this song feels, and at times this song feels grandiose. You can tell Slipknot were inspired by this particular riff to incorporate that sort of riff into Psychosocial. Slipknot were inspired by Orion. There's endless riffs and there's some really nice rhythms, there really is. I love how well focused this song is. There's different time sequences throughout the song. It's a progressive song. You wouldn't say it's a thrash metal album now. There's some really soft parts. You can hear Cliff Burton's bass so very well throughout this song, and just a composition between Lars, Cliff Burton throughout the middle part of the song is just absolutely fantastic, and it's just a build up to again that guitar solo. I love the mellow section. The mellow section throughout Orion is one of the best parts, one of the best moments of the album. Leads on to the final song, Damage Inc. There's an awesome guitar effect in the intro, and it just fades in and quivers and pulsates, and I love that. It's a very hard-hitting song and fast-paced rhythm. Guitar riffs are fantastic. There's some really nice chord progression. I do love the ominous guitar moments throughout this song as well that leads on to that solo. Hetfield's vocals are again absolutely fantastic. It's a very finely calibrated song. It really is. Again, love the nice clean moments throughout this song. It's another brilliant song by Metallica. This album is one of the best albums by Metallica, it really is. It's going to be hard to rate it. If I had to be critical, Leper Messiah is the weakest song off the album, and the rest are just absolutely fantastic. Master of Puppets is overplayed, but damn, I still really enjoy it. Master of Puppets is an overplayed song, but I still really enjoy the song. I can listen to the song many times and never get sick of it. Is that you can have continuous listens over and over again and can never get sick of tired. To be honest, my favorite song off the album is Disposable Heroes. I absolutely love how hard-hitting and thrashy. This is a thrash metal album, but it's a very unique, diverse thrash metal album. Incorporate elements of heavy metal, at times doom metal, especially the song The Thing That Should Not Be. Definitely inspired by Black Sabbath. Like Metallica is very different to bands such as Slayer and Megadeth. Metallica was sort of going into the more groove metal side of things, and I love that. I really do. But for Metallica Master of Puppets, I'm going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. It's a very enjoyable album. Songs are pretty long as well, but they don't seem long. At times, this album's poetic with the lyrics and very playful. Fun album to listen to. So guys, comment below what you thought about this album review. It's always fun to look at your comments and do you think it's overrated? Do you think it deserves to be one of the best heavy metal albums of all time? To be honest, it's a very well accomplished album by Metallica, but I feel there's one album that is slightly better than Master of Puppets, in my opinion. Maybe I'll do an album ranking one time. But yeah, I'll be doing more Metallica reviews throughout the year, no doubt. So yeah, keep discussion going in the comment section below. Subscribe if you want, and I will see you in the next one.